going on, guys? Back for this Friday slate. Happy Friday. So we have a 7-game slate for tonight. Looking like a pretty good slate. Have a major injury in Memphis that we have to talk about, which is definitely going to shake up this whole slate. But before we get started, as always, please be sure to drop a like on this video. Try to get 100 plus likes and subscribe if you have not already. Also, if you want to get in on the MLB sale that I have going on, you can visit the website, dfsprocess.net. $50 for all this good stuff that you can see on the screen for the entire season and playoffs. So super cheap. I like to make it affordable for everybody if they want to get in. But back to this slate. Like I said, we have a big injury in Memphis. They have been dealing with a lot of injuries as of late, but the biggest one is going to be Mike Conley is doubtful for this game. With him out, it just opens up the entire team as playable because they are all super cheap. The matchup is not great against Orlando, but when you get added minutes like all these Grizzlies guys are going to have, that outweighs the matchup. Mike Conley is going to miss this game. He's doubtful. Avery Bradley's out. Jackson's been out. Kyle Anderson's been out. CJ Miles is out. Brooks has been out. If you look at what they did last game with Bradley out, they only played 8 guys total against the Rockets. They ran with 5 guys. Bench was only Parsons, Tyler Dorsey, and Joakim Noah. I would expect Tyler Dorsey to start in place of Mike Conley, and then the bench guy would probably be Javon Carter. So I just love all these guys. They're super cheap. They're going to get a huge usage bump without Conley on the court, and they're all going to play a ton of minutes. Like the starters, it went into overtime, but Bruno would have played 36. Holiday would have played 34, 32, 37, 37 for DeLon Wright. So I love all these Grizzlies guys. They're all playable. Started off with DeLon Wright at only 4,900. He played 42 minutes against the Rockets, didn't do much, only scored 21 DraftKings points. But on the season, he's a decent player. When he's given opportunities in Toronto, he usually produced. He wasn't given a ton of opportunities because whenever Kyle Lowry was out, Fred VanVleet would get the start. But here, this is his best chance to prove what he's got as a member of the Grizzlies. I think he's going to have a big game here. Only 4,900. He's a do-it-all kind of guard. Points, rebounds, assists, steals especially. He's going to play around like 38 minutes probably, 38 to 40. Got to love him at that price. DAngelo Russell, absolutely one of my favorite plays on the slate, just because he's heading back to LA. He seems like the guy that would get up for a revenge game. Ever since he left the Lakers, he has been showing out for the member of the Nets, especially this season. Absolutely took over the fourth quarter against the Kings. They were down by 25 heading into the fourth, and he scored 27 points in that fourth quarter, put up 77 DraftKings points, most dominant fourth quarter performance I've seen in my life. So I gotta love him here against the Lakers. He's playing outstanding basketball. He dropped 50 against the Lakers the first time, and now he's heading back into LA at 8,300. Gotta love DAngelo Russell in this spot. I like Kawhi Leonard at 8,900. So Leonard, we're definitely gonna have a lot of ability to pay up for expensive guys if we want, because I'm gonna be loading up on the Grizzlies value. He played 42 minutes. The game went into overtime. He's been really consistent as of late, which I like. Kyle Lowry is out for this one, so he gets a decent bump, not a huge bump, but a slight boost. He's gonna have to handle the ball a little more without Lowry. He's been really consistent, like I said, scoring in the 40s and 50s as of late. Plays a lot of minutes. He's been really aggressive on the boards, getting 10 rebounds in 2 straight games. And he can also rack up the steals as well. The Thunder do play fast. They could lead to some turnovers. I think Leonard is a decent play here at 8,900. Jonas Valanciunas coming off a career high where he scored 33 points, put up 52 DraftKings points. Like I said a couple weeks ago, the Grizzlies definitely won the trade with the Raptors. They traded away Valanciunas, DeLon Wright, and CJ Miles for Marc Gasol, who has done really absolutely nothing. He's done nothing more than Jonas Valanciunas could do as a member of the Raptors, and their bench got a lot worse by trading away Wright and Miles. But anyway, Valanciunas at 6,600. He's going to play a lot of minutes here. I expect the Grizzlies to play some big lineups here. They've had no problems playing Joakim Noah alongside Valanciunas against bigger opponents. The Magic are definitely a bigger opponent with Aaron Gordon, Vucevic, Jonathan Isaac. So, and especially with the Grizzlies being so thin on bodies in this one. It wouldn't shock me at all if Noah and Valanciunas play around like 20 minutes alongside each other. But anyway, at 6,600, Valanciunas is super cheap. He's probably going to be the number one option to score without Mike Conley for this game. And he's double-double, should get an easy double-double since he's going to play a lot of minutes. I like Chris Paul at 6,900. He's just too cheap. Chris Paul should not be in the 6K range, in the high 6K range. I don't know what DraftKings is really doing. He's been this way for the last handful of games. But he's going to play a lot of minutes in close games. He played 41 minutes against the Grizzlies. It was a James Harden game. That game also went into overtime, but Harden took it over. He just has a very high floor and a high ceiling against the Spurs. I expect this game to be very competitive. He's just, a great point per dollar play. And then finally, I like Tyler Dorsey a bit. He should get a lot of minutes here. I expect him to start in place of Mike Conley. He hasn't been getting a lot of minutes this year, only averaging 9.4 on the season. But this game, he should play 30+. He's been okay this year. He's not a great shooter or anything like that, but, minutes comes production at min price. A guy that should see 30 minutes or more. I got to lock him in here, especially at the point guard position where he's going to handle the ball a lot. I love Tyler Dorsey. And those are the 6 players that I like as of now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You can visit the website if you want to get on board for baseball. Thanks for watching and good luck tonight.